He was tricking up money. She's in the passenger seat of my Rolls-Royce Ferrari. And, I mean,
Yet, you realize he was deceiving up cash. She's in the front seat of my Rolls-Royce Ferrari. And you realize I mean super high. Okay, I will court club. I don't suggest that you work with your significant other on the grounds that I made him my director, and afterward, when I chose to separate from him, he must be terminated. Wendy Williams, the straightforward and famous moderator, has forever been at the center of attention for her sincere conclusions and brave methodology. With her unique style and proud disposition, she has spellbound crowds for quite a long time. Yet as of late, her own life has turned into the focal point of consideration, explicitly her turbulent relationship with ex-Kevin Tracker. Their relationship was no more odd to contention, with bits of gossip and embarrassments frequently standing out as truly newsworthy. Wendy's fans and the general population were charmed by the unique between the couple as they appear to explore the promising and less promising times of distinction and or tune. Anyway, what was once a relationship of extravagance and achievement has now taken a turn. Kevin Tracker, who once partook in the lap of luxury graciousness of Wendy Williams' prosperity, is currently confronting the cruel truth of monetary shakiness. The one who was once familiar with extravagance, vehicles, planner garments, and luxurious getaways is presently wrestling with mounting obligations and fights in court. Different sources have affirmed that Kevin has been hit with a progression of lames. These fights in court are depleting him genuinely, as well as are likewise causing a critical scratch in his funds. The particulars of these claims stay hush, yet they are accepted to be connected to neglected bills and monetary responsibilities. The most squeezing of Kevin's monetary misfortunes is the exceptional obligation of $20,000. This sum, which he owes to a bank, has turned into an approaching shadow over his existence, with the bank's tenacious requests and the danger of legitimate activity. Kevin is under monstrous strain to settle this obligation. Party to separate from Kevin, and I forfeited a ton of myself to come out effective to add to his inconveniences. Kevin's endeavors post his split from Wendy haven't been productive, in spite of his endeavors to lay out attraction in the business world, including adventures like a veggie lover business and a hairstyling salon. Things haven't taken off. True to form, additionally, with Wendy, as of now, not committed to pay him provision. Huge wellspring of his pay has evaporated. Wendy Williams, known for her open and straightforward methodology on her show, has taken a strong action in her own life. She has purportedly stopped the provision installments to her ex-Kevin Tracker. This choice has come as a shock to many, particularly considering the rich way of life Kevin had become used to during their marriage. As general society watches this unfurling show, obviously Wendy not set in stone to push ahead and recover her freedom, with her profession flourishing and her own life taking another course. Wendy is demonstrating that she isn't one to be undervalued. The world keeps on following their story, anxious to see what's in store for both Wendy and Kevin. Sharina Hudson, escaping my vehicle with my cash. Wendy's choice to end the support installments can be followed back to her rest from the Wendy Williams show. The show, a huge wellspring of her pay, must be stopped because of her medical problems, with the show not circulating. Wendy's Raffet endured a shot, driving her to rethink her monetary responsibilities. Wendy Williams, an easily recognized name and an awe-inspiring phenomenon in media outlets, has forever been known for her genuineness and bold methodology. Post her split with Kevin Tracker, she's recovered her account as well as reshaped it by assuming command over her funds and keeping support. Wendy has sent it unmistakable message: she's as of now not the one who might be gotten some much needed rest. The show, Wendy confronted various difficulties in her own life, including the breakdown of her union with Kevin Tracker. The type of their relationship had negatively affected her profound prosperity, and she understood that. She expected to focus on her own joy and autonomy. As Wendy pursued the tough decision to trim off the support installments to Kevin, she additionally set out on an excursion of self-disclosure and strengthening. She looked for treatment and encircled herself with a steady organization of loved ones. Through this cycle, Wendy acquired a freshly discovered certainty and strength. which moved her to assume command over her life and pursue choices that were to her greatest advantage. Having migraines. My hepatitis Jack, she can't rest right. And that isn't what should happen when you are breathing in nature's substance. Kevin Tracker, who had been living off Wendy's prosperity for a really long time, unexpectedly wound up in a problematic circumstance. The discontinuance of the provision installments implied that he needed to battle for himself, a reality he wasn't ready for. Tales recommends that Kevin had been living with his escort Sharina Hudson, utilizing the assets from Wendy with the provision done coming in. Pressures supposedly rose among Kevin and Serena, prompting further complexities in his own life. For Wendy, this move is something other than a monetary choice. It's a proclamation of her autonomy and strength. By trimming off Kevin monetarily, she's recovering her influence and showing the world that she won't seriously love. Wendy have mobilized behind her, lauding her for defending herself and assuming command over her life. Kevin Tracker, once acclimated with an existence of extravagance and solace, has confronted an unmistakable reality check. Post is split from Wendy Williams. The end of provision installments from Wendy has impacted his monetary solidness as well as influenced his own connections. Sharina Hudson, Kevin's paramour, who is apparently living with him off Wendy's cash, has supposedly chosen to head out in different directions from him. The monetary strain combined with the public examination of their relationship could have been a lot for Sharina. Their relationship, which was once concealed in the shadows, came to the bleeding edge during the wild separation procedures among Wendy and Kevin. Getting personal, I let myself know I won't do this. In that frame of mind to recapture monetary dependability and autonomy, Kevin has wandered into new business tries. He's apparently attempting to set up a vegetarian business, taking advantage of the developing pattern of plant-based eats, less carbs, and maintainable living. Furthermore, he's likewise investigating laying out a hair parlor, an endeavor that may be nearer to his mastery given his previous involvement with media outlets. The public has been definitely noticing Kevin's moves post the split, while some vibe compassion toward his situation, others trust it's a result of his activities. The overall agreement, anyway, is reverence for Wendy's solidarity and flexibility all through the difficulty. Wendy's story fills in as a motivation to many, helping them to remember the significance of taking care of oneself, freedom, and defending oneself despite affliction. The public, who have been conscious of Wendy's ups and downs, have energized behind her in unflinching help. Fans and allies profoundly respect her steadfast persistence, and her surprising skill to transcend individual provokes her choice to stop the support in installments, while without a doubt a profoundly private one, has been broadly viewed as a strong image of strengthening and self-esteem, reverberating with incalculable people who have confronted it comparable battles. Wendy's process post, separate from, fills in as a significant illustration in versatility and the victory of the human soul. All through her way, she has confronted well-being difficulties